this the most magical dining at Universal?
It's the bear, and today we find ourselves at the Helios Grand Hotel. It's time to return to the place of the gods.
Bar Helios.
Yes, Bar Helios has summoned us back to the top, and as your number one choice of foodie infotainment, we're here to try all the godly foods, so you don't have to, because she's vegan. I'm not. Flap your wings. I'm not crawling up there.
It's time for foodie and chill.
Come for magical dining. Every year we do this because not only do we get to eat, it also donates to charity, and we're going to eat anyway, so you might as well donate to a good cause while we do that. Helios is a rooftop bar / lounge. We want to try to sit outside today, but we're going to see how hot it is first. So this wonderful plate, we're eating like the Greeks do. We have this wonderful plate of farmer's cheese. I don't know who farmed it, but we didn't. But you have the plate of cheese, some pistachio sprinkled on top, strawberries, some edible flowers, looks like some griffin fruit on top of the cheese, and they give you tons of grilled bread for which to enjoy that with. And all you can really do is just dive in and take a bite. Now I could like sop this up like a, like a soup, but I decided I'm gonna do a little spread. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the griffin fruit, I'm gonna take a little bit of this pistachio and the Evu extra virgin olive oil for those not in the know. And I'm actually gonna leave the strawberry. Cheers. Never in all the days Epic Universe have been open did I think to add grapefruit to cheese. Just was not even in my realm of understanding, but it actually goes quite well. That sharp tartness with the cheese, the earthiness of the pistachio with bread. This is like all your friends just sort of like dig in and see who does the last swipe. Last one who swipes the cheese gets a wish. Not one wish willow type of wish, but wish. We don't do one wish willows around here. This is excellent. I would lick this whole plate myself, given the opportunity. 4.5 out of 5 claws.
Now, there is no real vegan appetizer on the menu, but the focaccia bread is vegan, and though I cannot have it with the farmer's cheese, I can have it on its own, and you can order it as a side on its own as well. I love the char and the saltiness, and then that olive oil on there. That is a beautiful bread. It is totally worth just getting a side of it on its own, and better than the hummus plate that I got the last time that we were here. I would give it a 4 out of 5 breads. It gives very good bread.
So, diving right in, I have the fried halloumi with a little kibbeh on it. This is actually fried cheese. So with a little bit of honey, then you have some nuts in there as well. So think about like a Mediterranean style mozzarella sticks, but not mozzarella. But it is cheesy. You can see right there. A little pepper in the middle for a little bit of spice. I'm going to leave that one alone for now. I don't want to die just yet. I'm not 100% familiar with the cheese. It's the Ciabatta cheese. Either way, the consistency is very, very close to paneer. A little bit firmer. Paneer is a similar texture when it's fried, but it's a little bit more soft than this. But that same sort of like sheep cheese sort of feeling. The honey's actually got a little bit of spice to it. Everything hot honey wishes it could be, but will never. And then I like the kibbeh on top. It's a nice little spice. This is a good cheese plate. So you can have fresh cheese to dip, or you can have fried cheese. I think I like the fried cheese. 4.75 out of 5 claws. So, like a smart foodie, and don't be ashamed of this, I did some Googling. So the Cypriot cheese is actually a blend of cow's, goat, and sheep cheese. Is why I thought it was sheep cheese. That is semi-hard. It makes it easier to fry. Crispy without like melting, getting all gooey. Makes complete sense now. I feel sheepish. So, even though magical dining is usually like a reduced cost for most of these restaurants, especially the finer dining ones being the 2 levels, 40 and 60, Helios is definitely a 60, but they don't skip on the magic just because you happen to be getting a sort of like discount while donating to charity. So we're getting this risotto au limone, so a lemon risotto with asparagus, and then you have like a lemon gremolata in here and a stump, like a tree, all fancy, like you would if you were in the Greek times. Because it's a bowl basically, but it's a bowl of wood. No complaints, but you have this deep bowl. It's not extremely deep, but deep enough where, you know, a small child might fall in. A nice creamy risotto with asparagus and the gremolata in here and mint as well. It's looking quite pretty. I was worried that I would hate this. I am not usually like a lemon stan. You won't see me cheering the lemon side of the field. You won't see me raising banners to worship lemon. That's just not me. Lemonade, yes. Limone, no. But this risotto is executed excellently. It's very easy to ruin risotto, like overcook it or undercook it. This is executed perfectly. You get a nice creamy risotto, but not overly creamy. And then you have the nice roasted asparagus. Gives a nice flavor. The mint is in there, but it's really light, so you're not going to have like breath mint level mint. It's just like a mint for like bring out the flavors of the risotto, and I think it works excellently. This is a vegetarian option on the Magical Dining. Unfortunately, they do not do modifications at all for Magical Dining here, so they weren't able to sub anything out. But luckily, we were able to get this so we can showcase to you at least the vegetarian options should you come. And honestly, this is beautiful, both in flavor and execution. I'd give this 4.5 out of 5 claws.
Compared to our last trip here, the vegan options have leveled up super hard. So here we have the summer salata, beautiful pomegranate, ancient greens, kale, corn, gazpacho. Yes to all the things, because everything here has been amazing so far. Wow, that is unexpectedly bright, decadent, citrusy, beautiful. I love like every piece of it, and then you have like the coldness of the salad. There's nothing wrong with this dish whatsoever. I wish I had had this opening day because this is fire. I would give this a 4.5 out of 5 salads. As far as like an Israeli couscous dish, this is like a bar. It needs like some balsamic or something, but other than that, it's delicious.
So do not be afraid. Just because you can't do the Magical Dining here as a vegan, they do have vegan options for you, and they have improved. The first time we came here was before Epic opened, and the princess could only get hummus. And it was like hummus with like, I think you got cucumbers, and I think you had some bread, but it was just hummus and nothing else in the menu. Now you actually have like an option that has some heft to it, and that I am happy about. It is basically just a yellow gazpacho with Israeli couscous and fixins, so pomegranate, some kale chips on top. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Peas in here. I'm even willing to try the peas because it looks so pretty. That is excellent. Now, you have to be aware that it's an Israeli couscous that's cooked, but it's served cold with the gazpacho, which is also like our room temperature to cold. But that doesn't take away from the flavor of the dish. The yellow gazpacho is like thick and creamy, and you have like a creamy Israeli couscous. The peas and the pomegranate definitely add some stuff to it, some earthiness from the peas, a little bit of sweetness from pomegranate seeds, and I mean, who doesn't like some kale chips? Honestly, I think this is punching way above its weight class, but I'm glad there's a more significant option for our plant-based community to try here, because before, we were a little bit embarrassed that you guys didn't have more to come here to try. So at least now you have good food with a view here on the table, and then a good view outside the window. Definitely an upgrade. 4.25 out of 5 claws. Now, while they don't allow any modifications in the Magical Dining menu, like most of the Magical Dining ones, especially the more expensive ones, they do allow enhancements for you like to add on to your magical dining to enhance your experience and obviously pay more money. Normally, I would have gotten the scallops, but you have the option of enhancing your like main, or either replacing the scallops with either a salmon for $10 or lamb for $15. I wasn't in the mood for fish tonight, oddly enough. Weird, I know, coming from me. So I decided to go with the lamb. So you have this charred grilled lamb, cooked chef choice, which is medium. You got a nice little charmoula and some blistered tomatoes. They also have blistered onions back here, but nobody cares about those. Now, if you're looking at the plates here, do remember that everything here at Helios is served papa style. So they're small plates meant to be shared. So you only have like 3 medallions on here, but this is supposed to be shareable amongst you and your friends. Unfortunately, I don't have anybody to share lamb chops with. Poor me. Go ahead and take a little bit of that lamb, all nice and tender to the fork. Take a little bit of that charmoula over here. I love me some charmoula. And bite it like a cave troll would. Now the charmoula's got a little bit of spice to it, nothing crazy, like a 1 out of 10 on the heat scale. But the lamb itself is like completely tender, literally melts in your mouth. If you told me that it was lamb flavored ice cream, I would probably believe you because it melts literally that easily. Tasty, tender, nice smoky flavor. Everything here feels like, you know, I wouldn't say traditional Greek, but they very much theme it to the Greek god style of the restaurant. And this is no different even with just tapas. That is delicious. I would give that a 4.25 out of 5 claws.
I was not able to order the patatas bravas because it cannot be made vegan, unlike other locations we've been to around Disney and Universal that can make them vegan. Unfortunately, not here. So what they can do is regular smashed potatoes. So I'm going to get me a little bit of fingerling potato here. Cute little potato. Let's go in. I do have pocket parm, but I don't think I need it with this. It tastes like a mini baked potato, and I'm here for it. I love me a little mini baked potato. I wish I had earth balance, but the salt is nice. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 potatoes. It's a beautiful little add-on.
If you value your fingers, I warn everybody that meets her, never stand between a princess and her potatoes. You will lose a finger, whether that be these nice fingerling potatoes, whether that be a jacket potato from the jacket potato taxi stand in Universal proper. Don't do it. You will come away digitless. I've seen it happen, especially during horror nights. In the fog, she bites. She bites. These are wonderfully cooked, like a little toast on them, a little green onion in there, a little like Salt Bay level of salt. I'm okay with that. That is the kind of potato that will have you feeling like Samwise Gamgee, the hero himself. It is wonderfully cooked. Nice and soft, a little bit of salt and the green onion go a long way. I actually think it's parsley. It is parsley. Either way, that nice touch brings them alive, accentuates the potato. I like it. 4 out of 5 claws.
We are up high in the Helios and toasting to the gods. Cheers to magical dining. We love donating to charity. Light, bright, beautiful rosé all day, ready to play. And here, 4-bar Helios, I am here for it too. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 rosé all days.
If we're going to drink amongst the skies with the gods of Helios, then why not get a god-themed drink? I have the Son of Apollo. This is the Helios bar take on like a whiskey sour almost. So we have the Rittenhouse rye with an almond honey syrup and lemon juice. You get in this dainty little Greek god goblet. Woo! Fresh lemon juice always has like a nice tartness to it. I like that a lot more than just like a house sweet and sour. The honey almond syrup, gives you a little sweetness, but a little bit of like nuttiness that does a lot to take the bite out of that rye. You know, ryes can have like that harsh taste. This is very, very smooth and powerful because I can taste it is strong. I would give this one a 4.25 out of 5 claws. Sip slow and enjoy the sun. I decided after that delicious nectar that I had that I wanted something more akin to a mead, to an ale. So I went with the Duvel Strong Belgian style because honestly, you put Belgian on any beer label and I'm probably going to drink it. A nice short beer in a nice chilled glass. Or at least it was chilled about 30 seconds ago until it set foot in the Florida weather. A little bit ahead, not too much. There we go. There we go. Boom. We have the Duvel. Cheers. Now, Duvel to me is like a fancier, like Victory Gold Monkey or Florida Hefeweizen, which are like Belgian style, but like not as complex and heavy as say like a Chimay. Duvel to me feels a lot more drinkable, a lot less heavy, and it goes well with like the meat that I had. So to me, this is a win. 4 out of 5 claws. So here we have the Night at the Opera, layers of pistachio, raspberry, and like a honey yogurt, and like a layered cake, and then more of the flavored ganache on top, some lemon curd, and some more raspberry with some flowers. You know, hopefully it's an entertaining Night at the Opera and not a Greek tragedy. I don't know if they do Greek tragedies at the opera. I don't know enough about the opera. Everything I know, the princess taught me, and I'm not a good student. You know? I can hear somebody back here singing. I don't know if it's opera or the alien opera from Fifth Element, but I do hear somebody singing because it is that good. That honey yogurt with the pistachio and the raspberry is great. What helps like sort of cut the bitterness of the lemon curd, but that adds a little bit to it. It's light and fluffy. Honestly, I kind of want to take a nap in it. 4.75 out of 5 claws. This dessert has me sitting in front of Mount Vesuvius. It's literally called Mount Vesuvius. You have an olive oil gelato with a spicy caramel sauce, a sesame seed tulle, and then this gigantic piece of chocolate fondant that is supposed to be a volcano and burst and destroy everything because it is it's a biggin. We're gonna try to cut into it and fail because it's literally just a volcano of chocolate with like a chocolate sponge cake in the middle of it with the ice cream or gelato, sorry, and then the all the other things, the tulle, all that. So it's chocolate, sesame, spicy caramel, and then an olive oil gelato. Barring any other main religion, if you are a lover of chocolate, chocolate. I don't know what that was. If you are a lover of chocolate, this is the god that you pray to. So it is a chocolate bomb on top of the chocolate crumble, the sesame seed tulle. Everything else is just like fancy robes on a god. It's just that tasty. I'll give that 4.75 out of 5 claws.
Now, typically they have a lemon sorbet, but they were out of the lemon, and I think he offered another fruit sorbet that was out. So we got chocolate instead. It's a little melty because we watched the fireworks and stuff, so don't judge it for the meltiness, but there's still some coldness in here that I can reach and enjoy. This is the same gelato that you can get downstairs, which is like one of my favorites at Universal. It's my fault. It tastes like a smoothie, but also there's like some banana in there that I wasn't expecting. Definitely an interesting flavor. I enjoy it. It's just not what I expected it to be. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 gelatos. I think that is what you want when you have like a gelato, especially a plant-based one. You want like something unexpected and surprising despite what's available. And that is exactly what this is.
Gelato. But I don't have a lotto. Actually, that's not bad. But I love banana. Tasty, cold. I don't care if it's ice cream soup. I love it. 3.5 out of 5 plus. The one bad part about coming to Bar Helios or Helios Grand Hotel period is that every time we come here, we're reminded that we need to be back in Epic Universe.
We miss Epic so much. We really want to go back. But the food at Bar Helios has improved so much since the last time that we came that like I can't even compare the old to the new. This is a whole new god.
I think that the price proposition to the kind of food that you're getting definitely makes a lot more sense. When we came pre-Epic opening, it felt like your normal bar food at super elevated prices for no reason.
Yeah.
This feels a lot more like, okay, you do like an elevated tapas. The
Yes.
price sort of makes sense. Now, it's still
Agreed.
on the higher side, obviously, because this is the Helios Grand Hotel, not the Helios Mid Hotel, but it's a lot better proposition than the last time we came.
It is a $60 magical dining price point. There is an option between $40 and $60 depending on which place that you choose. And this one is a $60, so is it worth a $60 to you, or do you think it should be a $40?
I think that if this is a place that you've been wanting to come, especially if you're planning to see Celestial Goodnight here, you can get a reservation like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I think that it's a very good deal on magical dining because normally you would come here, you easily spend more than that. Because even like her stuff on your own, ordering was like $45 without alcohol, and once you add in a drink or cocktails here are basic $20 a piece.
They're pretty expensive.
You're already going to be above magical dining price very easily. But we want to know what you guys think. Do you ever want to go to Bar Helios? Have you thought about this, or is this that one hotel that sits at the back of Epic Universe that nobody goes to? Trust me, it was packed. People go here.
Yes.
But we want to know what you guys think, so let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, including more Epic Universe. We haven't done already, but we will happily do more. You don't even have to ask that hard, and we'll go. Comments always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear will ban himself from Helios in the worst kind of way. And you really don't want to see that. So please just comment and save the bear.
I got no rebuttal this time. You heard the girl.
towards the end of the video. We so appreciate you. So as we do, we're going to give you some homework. Please comment and tell us which portal is your favorite portal at Epic Universe, either by emoji or text, and we will be eternally grateful because we really want to know where we should concentrate our time, though we usually spend all of our time in Dark Universe and Super Nintendo World, but we still want your opinions and thoughts and comments because that is what makes us better and drives us to do more, and we just love you guys. So comment the things, and thank you for watching to the end of the video. Don't forget to watch the duck. Duck is cool too. And name the duck in the comments if you don't want to answer the other question.